Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the hottest late night talk show to happen in a salon. It's Bitch, I'll Cut You. Now, make some noise for your host, the fabulous Monique Barcelona!
Hell yeah! How's everything doing, people? Woo! Welcome to my talk show. Welcome to my talk show / salon. Bitch, I'll cut you. There are a shit ton of you. I should have done that group on. There are so many of you. But as you know, this is your favorite late night talk show, so we're gonna get this started. Like all talk shows do, we gotta talk about the news, all right? A little bit of news. Did you guys hear that story recently? It's just happened a couple days ago. A Colorado police force actually arrested a 19-year-old rapper. All right, he was in the middle of rapping a new song about getting arrested by the cops, literally while he was getting arrested by the cops. It's true. It's a new song that he wrote called, is it still considered writing if I just tell you everything that's happening while it's happening? It's going to be a good song, guys. It's going to be a real good song. I don't know if you guys heard about this one too. There's a man in Maine. This actually happened like last week. We want to talk about some weird shit, and I do mean that literally. A man in Maine it is, you'll see, a man in Maine was literally, he was in a courthouse, like a federal courthouse, and he shit his pants. And he shit accidentally, it wasn't like, but he shit his pants accidentally, and he made such a mess trying to clean it up that he got arrested. Like the judge was like, you're going to jail for a week. I am so excited about his new series, guys. The new hit series, Orange is the New Brown. It's going to be great. It'll be great. I can't. And speaking of brown, you guys, this is, I'm sorry to take it down a bit. Taco Bell has recently announced, they admitted that they served horse meat in their food. Ooh. I know, that was my thought too. I was like, whoo, thank God it's meat. Because I don't know what I was more upset about, all right? I don't know if I was more upset that I've been eating horse meat, or at the fact that apparently I like the taste of horse meat. Taco Bell, I love Taco Bell, like especially, oh man, we need to just admit, all right? They need to just serve those Dorito shell tacos with the joint already stuffed inside. Let's just make it easier. I really am hoping that like it's gonna become like a franchise thing, like all the fast food places gonna do it, you know, like McDonald's will start making their hamburger buns out of Cheetos, that'd be great. Diabetes. As you all know, in every salon, you gotta have just salon people. This is like barbershop, only cooler, alright? This is like whatever the Detroit barbershop would be. Detroit barbershop, alright? Like I said, he writes for Top Card. He's been seen in commercials for Payless, for the NFL Network, for Long John Silver. Give a big warm round of applause for Remaster! How's Detroit treating you so far?
So far, so good.
Yeah? What you been doing so far?
Driving around, looking at all the donut shops.
There is a lot of donut shops. You guys know this about your city?
I think they take it for granted because they're here. They're always there. Like people who live in Colorado or like mountains, whatever. You guys are like, another donut shop.
It's the same. Donuts are Detroit's mountain, is what you're saying. Also, has been performing with Second City for over 10 years now. She was in the touring company. She's done Shift. She did Second City Nova. That's right. She also likes to write on TV and film and do all sorts of stuff like that. Give it up for Megan Humpty! Anytime you're in a salon, right, it's always like about gossip and shit like that. So I was like, hey, what if we do some like fun celebrity gossip and I'll get some magazine. So what I got for you is this Good Housekeeping from 2002. Find the latest gossip. I got, apparently Arnold and Maria are blowing up. Well, I don't know if that rumor's true. They might be getting divorced according to this paper from 2.5 years ago. No, from 2001. I don't know how to do math, but that's a long time ago. That's a way to go. Actually, to prepare for this, on the way here, I listened to the memoirs of J.C. Dugard. Ooh. She's 2 long-term kidnappings ago. She started the trend. Yeah, 18 years. Wow. Is the memoir good? Yeah, it's super good. Super sad and inspiring. Oddly, like, titillating and tired. It's actually, so these are right in keeping with the timing that I'm on, too. So yeah, that's what she might be in this magazine. She might have read it. She might have read it when she was in that studio. Like over and over.
I just found this great article about Susan West from North Grafton, Massachusetts. She just colors everything orange.
It's like a new TV show.
Citrus Grove Punch, and Mandarin Chicken, and Orange Chip Cheesecake. It was a simpler time, you know. It was 7 months before 9/11, so it was a very. Do that. You just be like, fuck it, we're going green tonight.
So this is what we like to call beauty tip bitch. All right, so who here has a beauty tip question for me?
How do I keep my cover up from getting on my phone?
Oh, that's a good. Do you use powder on top of it? There you go. All right. Like my phone is all caked on. I totally know what you're talking about. So A, you can use a little powder.
Bluetooth.
It's hard to ask one from up here because then everyone will know about my secrets that I worry about.
Just ask for a friend.
Okay, yeah. So this is not about me. This is about someone who has like really thin hair, and when they sleep on their pillow, their hair breaks off. So how would that person maybe keep more hair? Are you using like an extra hard pillow, or I mean sheet? What's her name? Goji. What kind of shampoo and conditioner does she use? Well, if you know your friends. Yeah, it's the kind in a pump. That one kind. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, like middle of the road, not super cheap, not super. Because I'm gonna say this, and I am not paid by anybody. There is a huge difference between like a Walgreens shampoo and like a salon product. They're real. I mean, I don't even have a joke for that, so I'm sorry that you're not. But there's like a huge difference because it's like the pH balance and there's science. She looks at it. She's an alumni of Second City Disco. Like just recently seen on Parks and Recs as Roz, the mail lady. Man, she's super famous. She lives in in LA, but she's always a Detroiter at heart. Please give a very warm welcome to Jamie Moyer. Are you nervous coming into my salon?
Nope, I'm excited. And I also think it's funny that you have a friend that is also the name of your dog.
What?
Go. Name your dog after your friend.
My friend is a Himalayan berry. A little something I like to do every time I cut someone's hair. Like I told you, this don't just happen, people. Sometimes I wake up and I ain't feeling like my beautiful self. You know what I mean? So I have to give myself a moment. I got to remind myself and say, Monica Barcelona, you is beautiful. I want you to do the same exact thing, okay, now?
Oh, God, it's like therapy.
It is totally therapy, all right? You can just repeat after me. Monica Barcelona.
Jamie Moore.
No, Monica.
Monica.
You're already beautiful. You're pep talking.
Monica Barcelona.
You is beautiful.
You is beautiful.
Ain't no matter what nobody says.
I don't know what nobody says.
Did they say it? It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Because if Monica Barcelona says that you is beautiful,
Because if Monica Barcelona says you is beautiful,
then you is beautiful.
you is beautiful.
See, you was already beautiful.
All right. Smarter than important.
So you know what? What we're doing today?
I have decided to get banged.
You're gonna look just like Michelle Obama. Now, are we just doing the bangs, or are we gonna do a little?
Oh, I need a trim too.
Okay, I didn't want to say
I
it.
need it. You probably could tell from these ends.
I mean, it ain't like breaking like you slept on a pillow or anything.
I would like it if it was a little fuller.
Okay.
So maybe some long layers, but I'm not good with the round brush.
Okay.
This really is how I talk to my stylist.
You just want, how much length do you want?
Just whatever, I want to keep my length, but whatever you think is a healthy move.
Okay.
Or give me a pixie cut right now. I'm feeling the audience. I got headshots in 3 minutes.
I know, I'll put my name in the back of your head. I'll just
And we were doing this scene called Pictionary, which is a very famous scene in the Second City Archives. And in the scene, the two women are playing Pictionary with their husbands, and the women they all understand each other. So if you put, like, they just draw an X, and the other one goes,
By the way,
tuna salad.
You're amazing, but you gotta keep your head still.
Oh, okay.
Keep the arms going. Keep the arms going.
Okay, so the one woman draws like an X, and the other one goes, tuna salad. And I'm like, yeah, you got it. And boy, I really never realized how much I talk with my head. I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Oh, thank you, hippies. And my mom is an actress, and she was actually in a play with me in her womb. And she was doing this commedia dell'arte play, and she had a big pregnant belly, and in the play she gave birth to helium balloons, and they floated up. And I was in her stomach at the time.
Nice.
So that would probably be my first debut. The next play that I did.
What did you major in?
Theater and communications.
Okay. Why are you shy about that? That's okay.
Yeah, well, my parents were like, don't do it. They did. Well, my parents were happy because they were like, get a degree in something you can make some money on. I was like, I can, I've got it out of my dream.
Communications major.
When did you feel like you really were like, I'm making it, I'm doing it right, this is going great, everybody loves me?
It was fun. But I'm the only child, and I'm very close to my parents. And my parents are very good friends, but they were only together, they were only living together as a married couple for 3 years. They didn't get divorced till I was 9, though, and the only reason they got divorced was so my mom could marry my stepdad. And then my stepdad and my mom and my dad and my stepmom have all been married for over 20 years each, and they're all really good friends.
It's never weird, like everyone's just like, whatever, like there wasn't moments or...
Well, I don't know, I mean, maybe when I was little, but
Sure.
My stepmom worked for my mom at the Attic Theater in Detroit, which is where she met my dad. But they didn't get together until many years later.
Okay.
So it wasn't like they were diddling each other.
Did you think diddling would make it better or worse?
Even as I was saying it, I was like, don't think about it.
So when was your when did you first get hired by Second City?
I was hired in 2002, I believe, and I credit my hiring to Sean McGettigan, who is my dear friend, and we were at the Seven Brothers Bar, and we were in classes together, and he goes, there's an audition tomorrow for an understudy to the touring company, and if you get it, you get half off on your tuition and a parking pass. I was like, a parking pass? So I thought they were just hiring for a tour co-understudy, but I was so out of the loop that what they were really hiring for was someone to replace someone in the tour co. But I didn't know that. So it's probably the most relaxed audition I ever did. I was like, getting that parking pass.
Is that what you teach now? Like, think about it like a parking spot.
I tried to do that for myself, but it's really hard to do. Like I try to, any audition I walk into, I'm like, who gives a fuck, you know? Whatever. But then I get here and I'm like, hello! I have never worked less than 2 jobs since I was 16 years old. I've worked many jobs. I've never worked in the food industry though, which is weird. But I worked at, a lot of people in the room might know of a place here called City Club. It's a really bizarre goth dance nightclub. And it's like beautiful ornate lobby and open a door. And then it's like walking through the gates of hell. All the walls are painted with like anorexic elephants, and there's like penises and jars and shit.
I'm picturing like Eyes Wide Shut.
It is, yes! That is it, except a lot nastier and a lot dirtier. Shut parties were well catered. People were in gowns. You know, they had no gowns on here. They got duct tape on their nips, spikes in their heads. So she puts me in the coat check.
Wait, coat check?
Yeah.
But all you've described is how little they wear.
Yeah, but it's Michigan. It's winter. And then all night I'm thinking, like, how am I going to tell her, like, thank you, but this is not my cup of tea, but I was very interesting. And then at the end of the night, I was counting my money, like, see you tomorrow. And I was
What kind of bangs are you thinking? Because you got Betty Page bangs, straight across. Do you want just sexy smooth bangs? Like, what you thinking on it? We could do a little shorter that you can also stop if you want late. Then you have options.
What do you guys think?
Options!
But I think I should defer to you.
All right.
You do it.
All right. Let's just see what
Oh
happens.
God, I hate getting bangs.
I don't know.
Every woman's greatest desire and worst nightmare.